Welcome to BioGlow. If you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the topic species diversity. Myself, Mohammad Jazile, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, Marcus Arts and Science College, Adavanad. Species diversity. Species diversity is defined as the number of different species present in an ecosystem and relative abundance of each of those species. First point is that different species present in an ecosystem, and the second point, relative abundance of each species. Diversity is greatest when all the species present are equally abundant in the area. There are two constituents of species diversity. First one, species richness, and second one, species evenness. What is known as species richness? The number of different species present in an ecosystem, that is known as species richness. And the tropical areas have greater species richness as the environment is conducive for a large number of species. Conducive means a certain situation or possible situations, making of possible situations. Tropical areas have greater species richness because their environment is more possible, or it's make possible for suitable for the occurrence of large number of species. And species evenness. Species evenness means relative abundance of individuals of each of those species. Second point, if the number of individuals within a species is fairly constant across communities, it is said to have a high evenness. And if the number of individuals varies from species to species, it is said to have low evenness. We can see that here two conditions, low evenness and high evenness. What is the meaning of high evenness? The species community is constant across the communities, it is said to have high evenness. And the number of individuals varies from species to species, it is said to have low evenness. High evenness leads to greater specific diversity. It is possible in an ecosystem to have high species richness but low species evenness. For example, in a forest, there may have a large number of different species with high species richness but have only a few number of each species, that is low species evenness. Once more we can say that large number of different species in a forest, indication of high species richness, but a few member of each species, that is known as low species evenness. In a forest, there may be only a few plant species with low species richness, but a large number of each species, that is known as high species evenness. That is also present in a forest community. The species diversity varies in a different geographical location, with the tropics having highest and declines as we move towards poles. In the pole region, the species diversity is decline, and the tropical region, the geographical location of tropical region is having highest species diversity. The most species rich environments are tropical rainforest, coral reefs, and ocean bottom zone. These three areas have rich amount of species richness. The species richness increases with increasing explored area. What is the importance of species diversity? In a healthy ecosystem, diverse and balanced number of species exist to maintain the balance of an ecosystem. The balance of an ecosystem is actually maintained by the diverse and balanced number of species. In an ecosystem, all the species depend on each other directly or indirectly. That's the meaning is that each and every species are entirely depends each other. So, to make a more efficient, productive and sustainable ecosystem, It is important to maintain high species diversity. That's the importance of maintaining high species diversity. So we can create more efficient, productive and sustainable ecosystem. So we should maintain an important case of high species diversity. More diverse ecosystems tend to be more productive. For example, the ecosystem with a great variety of producer species will produce large biomass to support a greater variety of consumer species. If an ecosystem with a great variety of producer species will produce large biomass, that will help to support the consumer species. Greater species richness and productivity makes an ecosystem more sustainable and stable. That is important. Species richness create sustainable and stable ecosystem. More diverse the ecosystem, greater is the ability to withstand environmental stresses like drought or invasive infestations. The stress conditions like drought and invasive infestations are overcome with diverse ecosystem. Species richness makes an ecosystem able to respond to any catastrophes. Catastrophes means an event causing usually sudden damage. Damage situations is known as catastrophe. So species richness can able to respond to overcome any catastrophic conditions. In species-rich communities, each species can use a different portion of resources available as per their requirement. For example, plants with smaller roots can absorb water and minerals from shallow soil, and plants with deeper roots can tap deeper soil. Rich diversity is important for the survival of mankind because man is adversely affecting the rich diversity. Healthy biodiversity has innumerable benefits like nutrient storage, recycling, and soil formation, and protection from erosion, absorption of harmful gases, and climate stability. These are the benefits of healthy biodiversity. Humans get lots of products from nature like fruits, cereals, meat, wood, fiber, resin, dyes, medicine, and antibiotics, etc. Amazon forest is estimated to produce 20% of total oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere through photosynthesis. The pollinators and symbiotic relationship decomposes each species perform a unique role which is to be replaceable. Diversity in large number of help in large scale interaction among organisms such as in the food web. In the nitrogen cycle bacteria, plants have a crucial relationship and in earthworms contribute to soil fertility. Apart from these, there are other benefits such as recreation and tourism, education and research. These are already discussed in the former classes of importance of biodiversity. Each species plays an important role in an ecosystem. We know that each and every species plays an important role in the sustenance of ecosystem. The role that a species plays in its ecosystem is known as its ecological niche. Niches means a role taken by a type of organism within its community, that is known as niche. Species can be broadly divided into two types, generalist species and specialist species. What is known as generalist species? They have broad niches or roles. This can live in many places and can eat a variety of foods. That is known as generalist species. They can thrive in rapidly changing environmental conditions. For example, cockroaches, rats, mice, flies, white-tailed deer, raccoons. Raccoons means medium-sized mammals that is native to North America, and humans, etc. They can thrive rapidly changing environmental conditions. And what is known as specialist species? They have a narrow niche found in only in one type of habitat and feed only a few type of food. That is, their role is become very narrow. That is known as specialist species. They are more prone to disturbances in the environmental conditions and cannot tolerate the change and environmental stress. In the tropical rainforest, where environmental conditions are fairly constant, so the specialist species hold an advantage as they have fewer competitors for the resources. Because in the case of specialist resources, in forest, where environmental conditions are fairly constant, so the specialist species have fewer competitors for consuming or maintaining the resources. And for example, in giant panda of China is endangered because the low reproductive rate and disturbances in its habitat and specific diet, mostly bamboo. So nowadays bamboos are become endangered, and the low reproductive rate of panda and the specific diet leads to the endangering of giant panda. Tiger salamanders breed in fishless ponds. Shore birds that feed on crustaceans tend to live on sandy beaches and adjoining coastal wetlands. The next point, native species. Species that normally live and thrive in a particular ecosystem. Normally live species are known as native species. Non-native species, or it is known as invasive or alien species. Species that migrate deliberately or accidentally to an ecosystem, that is known as a non-native species. They can spread rapidly if they find a favorable niche. Invasive species compete with other species for food and habitat. That is an important feature, because invasive features, that is known as invaders, that is a migratory species. So it will compete with other species for food and habitat. If the indigenous species, that is native species, are unable to compete, they are forced to live or die. Indicator species. These serve as biological smoke alarms, though these species provide early warnings of damage to an ecosystem. For example, in the presence of trout species, that is fish, trout means fish, is an indicator of water quality, as they need clean water with high level of dissolved oxygen to thrive. Birds are an excellent biological indicator of their habitat loss and fragmentation and the use of chemical pesticides. So, the excellent use of birds and habitat loss, fragmentation, and chemical pesticides use leads to the endangering of trout species. Butterflies are also good indicator species, as their association with various plant species makes them vulnerable to their habitat loss and fragmentation. Coral miners used canaries. Canaries means an African finch, as an indicator of the poisonous and explosive gases present in the mine. Then keystone species. They play an important role in maintaining species diversity and integrity of an ecosystem. They have a high impact on the types and abundance of species in an ecosystem. These species play several critical roles in helping certain species. For example, role in pollination like bees, butterflies, to sustain as well as check the overpopulation of other species to become overly dominant. For example, top predators like a lion, shark, wolf, etc. Example, if predatory starfish was removed from an ecosystem, it is resulted in different species of mussels to outcompete other species and reducing species diversity. Foundation species. They play an important role in creating and enhancing habitats. For example, elephants push over to uproot trees to open forests in grassland and woodlands of Africa. That is what is the indication of that? It promotes the growth of grass and other foliage required for small grazing species like an antelope. Then examples of ecosystem with high species diversity. Tropical rainforest is one of the examples of species diversity. They contain half of the world's species. There are about 5 to 10 million insect species are present in tropical rainforest. 40% of the world's 275,000 species of flowering plants are present in tropical regions. 30% of the total bird species are present in tropical forests. The species richness of tropical forests is mostly due to relatively constant environmental conditions. Coral reefs. Colonies of tiny coral animals build the large coral reef ecosystem. The clarity of the water in the coral reef system allow the sunlight to penetrate deep, resulting in the high level of photosynthesis in the algae present inside the coral. The clarity of water in the coral reef help to penetrate the sunlight and to increase the rate of photosynthesis present in algae of coral reefs. Adaptation to various disturbances and life specialization gives rise to species richness. The Great Barrier Reef of Australia is the world's largest coral reef with an area of 3,49,000 kilometers square. It contains about 400 species of corals, 1,500 species of fish, 4,000 species of mollusks, and 6 species of turtles. It provides a breeding site for around 250 species of birds, and it covers only 0.1% of the ocean but has about 88% of the world's fish species. There are thousands of species which are yet to be discovered and described. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.